yeah. We about to do it up tonight, baby. So grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, and get ready, because it's about to go down. Here on the Music Shop with Miss Music and 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV 2. Yeah, that's right, baby. Let's get it.
I be stacking up chips like Lego. Badass bitch bag matching my stilettos. In it full of paper, same color as a gecko. I'm laying on the boat across the water where the deck low. Rolling up some petrol. I ain't got no service. Still I got my metro. Don't no disturbance. Drowning me, I let go. I'm floating to the surface. These niggas set you up slow and take you down on purpose. Facts.
That's right, DNM Music Video Showcase. Check it out Monday through Friday, always on HHQ TV 2. 91.3 The Plug. If you want to get on the website, hit me up. I have a deal for you. The Music Shop with Miss Music. Let's get it. You are now tuned into the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV 2. Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the Lyric Cafe. I got the flavor of the month for today. Spit chants off my tongue like souffle. Don't worry about the steamer, cause I'm paid. Welcome to the Lyric Cafe. I got the
hit the like button.
Of the month for today. Spit chants off my tongue like souffle. Don't worry about the steamer, cause I'm paid.
That's right, everybody. What's up, and welcome to the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV 2. Let me go ahead and get in that applause.
Yeah.
Woo! If you are shopping for news, but I cannot talk. If you are shopping for new music or new music artists, then you need to check out the Music Shop for it with Miss Music. It is always a music affair with Miss Music, but tonight, we have somebody that's really official in the building tonight on the Music Shop with Miss Music. And I am proud to say we have Tone Butta, the real Tone Butta, on the Music Shop. Welcome to the Music Shop, King. What's up and what's going on with you?
Man, thank you for having me, man. You know, everything gold. Everything coming up gold. That's all I can say. Magnificent. You did.
You're right. You know, you've been following me a good while. A lot of y'all have. And I really appreciate the support. But y'all got like some really dope music. So it's like, you know, when I can bring y'all to the Music Shop and be able to allow people to be introduced to it. I've been introduced with, you know, by you not just being, you know, a Facebook friend, because, you know, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or whatever, you know, y'all are important to me. So I got to make sure that not just I run across your music, but other people run across your music. That way, you know, they can understand that these are not just people I follow, but these are people that I can enjoy your music. If you post something, I can go look at it and I can be like, yo, I like that shit.
Right.
And I'm going to bring it to the Music Shop. So, you know, y'all don't just follow me to follow me, but, you know, when I'm doing what I can do, I try to include you in it. So I'm really glad that, thank you. I'm really glad that you could come and be on the Music Shop and be able to share your music with other people and allow them to be able to like it. You know, criticize, leave a comment, join what you got going on, show up in an event. You know, this is what it's for, you know. So welcome to the Music Shop. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for having me. It's really an honor to be here and breaking bread with you today. I'm feeling good. I know you feeling good. So we definitely about to have a good show. You hear me?
You know it. We're going to have a good show with Music Shop. It don't matter what they bring to us. We're still going to go out with a bang. And tonight we're going to get that started. Now, go ahead and let them know where we're representing from.
Straight from the DMV, Washington, D.C., PG County, Capitol Heights, Maryland, and all over. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to VA too. You dig? It's all love. You hear me?
Most definitely. Oh my gosh. I love it when we got DMV in that house. DMV people are like, they're just they're one of a kind,
Yeah,
because
you better
they
know.
are. Yeah, they're right in the middle, the hub of like three different states, and it's just like, you know, what can how can you not be interested
Exactly.
and somebody who's in the middle of it? You feel me? They
You
in the
know what I'm
smorgasbord of things. I love it. Go ahead
saying?
and let them know. I bring all types of genres to the the music shop. Go ahead and let them know an example of what you feel that you're bringing to the music shop tonight. What type of genre are you gonna hit?
So I'm a hip hop soul rap artist, you know what I'm saying? And when I say soul rap, I make music for the soul so that everybody can feel me. You know what I'm saying? I don't just make music
Hmm.
for one category of people. I make music for society. So everybody feel me. You know what I'm saying? If you got a soul, you gonna feel me because I'm speaking from my soul. You dig?
That is so true. You do. You always speak from the heart, and we got some music tonight that is like kick ass, and it's gonna show my fans and followers and your fans and followers why you do what you do, and how the soul fits into the program, because what we got tonight, I love what we got tonight. We got a little bit of like everything,
A little
so
bit.
like I said, it's always about the sound, and that's what's great about you is you flip around the sound so much. I
Mm.
mean, I was listening to some of your other music, and I was like, it's crazy because he got a little bit of that Tupac sound.
Oh yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's an honor to hear that.
for sure.
I
It
get
had a
that a
little bit of
lot.
that. I could hear the Tupac swing in there, and I was like, yeah, I like this. It's good. And
Real good.
yo, shouts out to all the people out there that have been like trying to put this case together forever. They
Right.
finally got somebody, what I'm saying, on the chopping block. I'm hoping that he's going to provide us with some more fish to fry. Because,
Most
there's one
definitely.
big fish out there we've all been a little suspect of.
Uh-huh.
I'm not say any names, but, he's been in the tabloids before for stuff like this. So, but yeah, shouts out to everybody that's doing that. And it's good that, hip hop 50th anniversary. What do you think about the fact that here it is, the 50th anniversary? And 20 something years later, what I mean? Was it what, 20 years or so?
Yeah.
2020, it could be over that, but it's been over 20 years that, we
Right.
lost such a great legend as Tupac himself. So
Right.
how does it feel? Does it feel like that's a gift from hip hop for
I
the
mean,
celebration?
yeah, I think it is. It's a huge celebration because of how wide variety the culture has became. Like when you look from where it stemmed from, where it came from, how many times, how many seasons that hip hop has been through, how many times it has transitioned and affected so many different other cultures and ethnicities. It's a huge celebration. You know what I'm saying? Very big
Hmm.
celebration.
We got they were saying that Drake is almost up to where Michael Jackson is when it comes to number one hits.
Well,
How do you feel about that one?
yeah, I can understand that far as the way music is delivered today because it was totally different back then. It was a different time. So I believe that Drake, you can consider him in his own, in his own right to be greatness in this time, in this time
Mm-hmm.
set. It was a different time back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When Michael Jackson was doing it, for one, we didn't have social media where the exposure was, you know what I mean, on a greater platform. So I believe that yeah, Drake is greatness in for his time. You know what I mean? But them two
Mm-hmm.
different times. So I wouldn't compare him on a Michael Jackson level, not at all, because I
Mm-hmm.
would never do that. But for this time, yeah, Drake is one of the greats. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greats when it comes to selling music. You know what I mean? When
Yeah,
it comes
selling
to his
music.
music sales,
Yeah,
yeah.
when I seen that post go up, I was just like, okay, Drake ain't nowhere near freaking Michael
Nah, not
Jackson. People,
not
I
when
don't
it.
give a fuck what
Nah,
anybody says about it. Let's just put that
not
out
it.
there. Drake
Nah.
and Michael were two
Yeah,
different species when it comes
yeah,
to like
yeah.
like the music industry. And I think that's really cool that Drake is holding it down and being able to come up with the number one hits. But yeah, when y'all put Drake
Mhm.
and Michael Jackson side by side and then try to talk about number one hits,
Right.
it's not
People,
working for me.
people,
it's
people do
not
that. Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
working
for
for
sure.
me.
Yeah, people
Yeah, I
gonna do
mean,
that, but it ain't like Drake. As long as Drake ain't out here saying that he on Michael Jackson level, then it is what it is. Cause people gonna say what they say. They're gonna compare who they want to compare.
mhm. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
they're trying
know.
to do that on social media because he is at that level where he's in
Yeah,
competition of him. He's at one more hit,
yeah,
and he's tied with MJ. But it's then again, it's like, bro, y'all talking about like I said, this is just there's like you said, he's okay for his time, but you
right.
putting him against a legend from back in the days, like there ain't no competition. Like
Nah, nah.
leave Michael Jackson alone and stop
Yeah.
putting him next to Drake, people. But anyways, how did you get into the music industry? Because I'm curious, like how you got involved, because we hear the story about all these big time people like Drake and Michael Jackson, but how the hell did the real Tone Butta get involved in music?
Well,
Curious.
I believe God gave me this gift, from the get go since I've been born. I was writing rhymes and writing poetry since I was like 9, 10 years old. And I mean, growing up in Washington D.C., the funny part is I get a lot of Tupac references to not even just my music, but my character. People say because I'm outspoken, I'm always kind of like the life of the party. I'm very upfront and bold. So I get a lot of Tupac references, but I didn't grow up on Tupac because I come from a city where rap didn't have such a big platform. In DC, go-go music was our platform. It was all about go-go music. But some
Love
of
it.
us, many of us did gravitate to rap, but me myself, the rappers I was listening to coming up was like, even though Tupac is so influential when you listen to any artist, but I was never a Tupac head because I didn't understand him as a young kid. You know what I mean? Tupac as a young kid wasn't somebody that I was like had a true understanding for. You know what I mean? I heard the songs that came on the radio, but me myself, I was into more down south artists. Washington D.C. is we're considered southern because we below the Mason Dixie line. So I listen to a lot of artists that's from the south. You know what I mean? And I was on back then growing up. West Coast was popping back then, but I was on guys like MC8, Spice One. I was listening to like Bone Thugs and Harmony. I listened to a lot of variety of cats. When it come to Slick Rick, um, yeah, you know what I mean. I was listening to a lot of rap, but I wasn't a real. I'm not saying I wasn't a Tupac fan, but I didn't really grow up on Tupac. It was
Yeah.
go-go music mainly for us. It was all about go-go music. Like go-go was what was popular. It was what was popping back then. So you know what I mean. That's what it was all about. That's even still today what it's all about. But because of social media and because times change, it's a bigger platform here for rap. Like, we doing our thing down here. And a lot of people don't understand that never been to DC. When you hear about Washington, DC, you think about the monuments, you think about the president, you think about the tourist attractions, but there's a whole different side to our city that is fashion, it's culture, it's trendy. We always been known to be trendy. We always been known to do our own thing, have our own slang, dress our own way, walk our own way. You know what I'm saying? So bounce when we walk. You know what I'm saying? We always been different. You did. We always been separated from the rest. You know what I'm saying?
True that, true that, and that's why like I love the DMV artists because you get a little bit of everything from them, and
Right.
all y'all are just so like inspirational. I mean, I love it because like I can listen to you and that'll give me ideas.
Mm,
So I love the fact that the diversity that
mm-hmm.
y'all have from being in the area that you've come from is
Right.
just it gives like it's like it's like instead of ketchup on some French fries, it's like or some chicken wings, it's hot sauce. You know what I
It's
mean?
mumbo sauce.
Like
It's mumbo
yeah,
sauce.
like
You gotta
y'all got
know.
the
You
sauce
gotta
out
know.
there. It's just what it is. Yeah, you got the sauce, and I like it. So like you said, I love that. So I want to go ahead and get everybody your links real quick. Go ahead and shout out your links. That way we can have them following you. But we're going to get into a track here soon.
Most definitely. Well, you can follow me on IG at the real Tone Butter, ToneButta. You can follow me on Twitter, Tone Butter, ToneButta. You can look me up on all music streaming platforms. Tone Butter, ToneButta. Go to Google and just put in Tone Butter. I'm popping up. That's all you need to know. Go to Google. Whenever you see Tone Butter, I'm popping up. You hear me? You can hit me on Facebook too. I got my government name on there. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Joseph Smith Jr. in parentheses Tone Butter. But you go to Google, all my links, YouTube, Tone Butter. You're gonna see the record label. Shout out to the whole record label and our ministry, Real Business Music. We got the clothing brand too. Make sure y'all go support us. Get you some real business merch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we out here. We doing our thing, man. We doing our thing, and we doing our thing on behalf of, what I'm saying, trying to be a light out here in a dark world. You hear me? And shout out to my
You,
Lord Savior Jesus Christ. I,
oh
I, I,
God,
I can't I
yes,
can't
thank you.
I can't not say that. You hear me? You hear me?
Right? No, it's the best house to do it in because you know what we'd be dealing with over here. But yo, shout out to the Most High for being able to like bring us together because
Most definitely.
it's all about the connection and the energy and
Hmm.
the tribe that we follow in. And
Right, right.
little do y'all know, you're a part of my tribe.
Most definitely. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
so I love it. But this first song we
Mhm.
got coming up, everybody, go ahead and turn your speakers up because we about to throw it down. But this first song we got coming in from Tone Butter is called Problem to Society.
Problem to
Now,
society.
yeah, tell us about this track. Like, what made you come up with Problem to Society?
Well, like I was just saying, growing up in DC, you know what I'm saying? I was, West Coast was kind of, West Coast was running the game back then in the 90s. So that was the thing. So, movies influenced our culture and our environment, like Minister Society, Boys in the Hood. And one of the dudes that I really kind of took to and gravitated to a lot was MC8. Like that was my guy. I used to bump that MC8, you know what I'm saying? He had a song which most people know who grew up in the inner city and environments like I did, which we would say the hood. um he had a song called Minister Society that he did the soundtrack for the movie. So this song was
Mm-hmm.
basically a remix. I just put it in my own twist because when God changed my life, I changed my way of rapping from negative to positive. So I wanted to put my twist on the Minister Society, and I came out with Problem to Society. And basically, that just stemmed from my whole life. Like all my music is about my life. Problem to Society was just telling people that even when I did bad, and even when I'm doing good, I'm still considered a problem. When I was doing bad, I was a problem. Even now, when I'm doing good, somebody got a problem. But the thing is, it don't matter what you do out here. People gonna always have something to say about it. But I'd rather for you to do the right thing, even if people feel a way about it. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. Because even when I'm doing the right thing, you got adversities, but I'd rather be a problem for the right reasons. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm. Most definitely. I
Ministry.
think I think we've all been a problem to society at one point
In
in
our own way,
life.
yeah, for
So
sure.
nobody can say you ain't done this shit before. That
Right.
you don't have a past where you're kind of bad there. I ain't gonna lie. I had a rebellion stage. I think of like from 16 to 20. Like
Right.
I just. You know what I mean? That was just, I think that was my rebellion stages. Like, I just got to the point where I was just like, oh, wildin'.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? We all got to calm down and definitely did that. And there's been transitions through the years, maturing and stuff like that. So,
Right.
everybody, you can't do it overnight. Just
It
hang
don't
on,
happen
keep
overnight.
working. Exactly.
Hmm.
Keep working. This every day. It's got to be a commitment out there. But, yo, we can go ahead and get into this track. Go ahead and introduce your track, Tone. Get it.
Man, it's Problem to Society by yours truly, the real Tone Butter. Shout out to not only my brother, but my label mate, Status, who's also featured in the video. And shout out to my brother, Twan, who you'll also see in the video as well. I shot this around in the neighborhood where I grew up at on 20th Street Northeast. Also shot it out. I shot the video also in PG County, in another neighborhood that I lived in. That I walk. I walk the pavement in a neighborhood apartment complex called Fox Club. So you will see these different locations in the video. And shout out to Real Business Music, man. We out here, we doing it, man. Being a light for being a light for Christ.
Let's get it.
Yo, what's happening? Come on out.
Alright, fam, I'm outside. Where you at?
Young. What's up, man?
Not much.
Get on there, man. Got talent, man. Look. You ready to go through this, man? Listen. When we get out here, we about to take care of this real business, man. For real. We can't be half-stepping. Ain't no half-stepping. Either you all in or you all out.
All in, all the way. Real business, everything.
You got your armor with you?
No, I stay.
Great. Real business. Look, man, God called us to share our testimonies, man. So we gonna give them the Old Testament to the New Testament. We gonna break bread. You hear me? Time to take care of that real business.
Real business.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, Buck, 2000 feet, it's again here, and it still ain't no justice. Yeah, off the hook childhood, got me going ham. 12 years old, cranking that old backyard dope jam. Little hard head, young and wouldn't listen. Wanted to be a hustler, but God had another vision. Pops working 2 jobs, ain't nobody home. I hit the streets trying to make a living of my own, doing everything I can to earn my stripes. Paranoid because I wasn't living right. Smart kid, but it really was no change in me. I used to scream, F school, come hang with me. And all the teachers quick to call me a dumb nigga, but they don't understand the struggles of a young nigga. If I become something positive and make a stand, society still scared of an educated black man. So I'd rather grab my gun and pull a robbery. That's why they label me a problem to society. A problem, a problem, a problem. In this world, it don't matter what I try to be, they gonna label me a problem to society. A problem, a problem, a problem. In this world, it don't matter what I try to be, they gonna label me a problem to society. I hit the block around the way the niggas give me that. Some posted by the store, some in the alley shooting craps. I look up on the porch, niggas like 20 deep. I walks up, pocket full of stones in my heat. Surrounded by dudes I grew up and went to school with. I say what's up, but half these jokers I don't fool with. Who down the ride, maybe that ain't the real question. Who gon' be a blessing, who gon' be the fatal lesson? Retaliation is the code that we live by. Much homicide, so why mama not supposed to cry? Look in the eyes, see the pains of a lost soul. Street life is all I know, heart turn cold. No support from rich folks for the gov, nigga. Using my gun prerogative of a thug, nigga. If I get killed, I wonder how many gon' cry for me. Or will they say I was a problem to society? A problem, a problem, a problem. In this world, it don't matter what I try to be, they gonna label me a problem to society. A problem, a problem, a problem. In this world, it don't matter what I try to be, they gonna label me a problem to society. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Gunfights all the time and feds stay watching. Drama every day, tell me can I get a break? I'm full of stress, but how much can a brother take? Too many photos from birds with my close friends. Too many partners going lifetime in the pen. Niggas snakes, spreading rumors when you couldn't name. New faces don't have no respect for the game. I need to find a way out, but I'm deep in it. All I could do was pray, so I repent it. Lord forgive me for my sins in this life of crime. Renew my mind and like DMX, give me a sign. He showed mercy, clean me up, now I'm doing good. So I can help my other folks who stuck in the hood. I know this world gon' hate whatever that I strive to be. Good or bad, I'm a problem to society. A problem, a problem, a problem. In this world, it don't matter what I try to be, they gonna label me a problem to society. A problem, a problem, a problem. In this world, it don't matter what I try to be. They gonna label me a problem to society.
That's right. 91.3 The Plug, HHQ TV Tube, and my little finger faster than my damn brain. Oh, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
supposed to say 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV before I hit that little button, but that damn finger is bad. It was like, shut up, bitch. Click. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, okay. We got the
That's because
tone
you was
butter.
rocking to the song. That's because you was rocking to the song so much. You was vibing.
I know my little finger was like, all right, it's time to play the music. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. And I love it because you've got the sounds. I love the piano in that.
Appreciate
Oh my
that.
gosh,
Appreciate that.
yes. And I could feel it when you were sitting there. I was like, yo, I could feel that shit. Like, I
Funny.
mean, sure, if I know how to do it, I'll be doing it too. But I love it. Like I said, you do bring a really, cool, fun thing when it comes to music.
Right.
You got great sounds, you got diversity, you've got different strings, and
Right.
so
Had to
like,
bring that
yeah.
story. Had to bring that storytelling back, man. I come from the
hmm
era of rap where it was about storytelling. So I just had to tell my story. You did.
that you did, Tone. You know, I like to try to, every show I've been trying to do this, but I like to give you your roses and tell you thank you. So if you would
Oh,
go ahead and take your roses, I
praise
would
God.
appreciate that. So
Appreciate you.
yes,
Appreciate
it,
you.
it's easier to say it than to show. I give you roses.
Most
Um,
definitely.
yeah, and the purple, because purple's my favorite color, people. So if you ever
That's
wonder why the
that's
fuck
my
this bitch
wife'
got
favorite
purple,
color too. Shout out to my
right?
wife, Hannah G.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
shout
my
out
wife's
to the
favorite color.
queen because behind every king is a beautiful and strong queen.
Real
So, but
business.
I had to get y'all some visual flowers because I don't want to just say it, but show you I do definitely have flowers here for you. And every time I put them up here,
Mhm.
that is my salute to y'all for doing such a good job. And give you roses
Uh-huh.
while you're here. Then to people want to give you your roses when you're gone.
Right, right. That's real.
Like
That's
what the
real.
hell,
That's
So.
real.
Yeah, we gotta do it while you're here. So definitely want to say shouts out to you and your
Appreciate
team and your queen and all the people that are helping you do what you do because you bring interesting music. You bring entertaining music. So
appreciate
I
that.
love that. Yeah, and like the sounds and just the way that you do the music. I think that it's entertaining and it's
Right.
something that I'd be like, okay, I want to listen to that. And I did hear a little bit
Mhm.
of the song Minister Society. I could hear a little bit, of
Right.
that feeling or that presence that you created, but
Right.
yet you still kept it yours,
Yeah, exactly.
original,
Exactly.
authentic.
Come on now. Come on. Keep
So
going.
yes, I love that. I love that. I love that.
Real
Ooh.
business. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Most definitely. We got one more track, but you know what? I'm gonna let them go ahead and get your social media because I want to be banging them with the social media links. That
Hmm.
way they can't say they don't know where to find you at.
Right.
And if they were maybe trapped up in the first 15 minutes of getting to know who you were here on the
Hmm.
music shop, I wanted to be able to take that time now to go ahead and get your links. That way, while you're talking about the next song,
Hmm.
they could be doing their little things and adding you and all that if they
Most
haven't
definitely.
already. Go ahead, sir.
Well, right now, again, I'm gonna tell you, go follow me on IG at the Real Tone Butter, ToneButta. Also, go follow our record label because I have other artists that's just as dope as me, and even more doper than me,
Ooh.
including my wife Hannah G, who's also an artist
Mm.
that's on our record label. Shout out to the Real Business Music family. You can follow
Mm.
on IG Real Business Music. Business spelled with Buz instead of the S. You know what I'm saying? Just putting emphasis on how we say it, you know what I'm saying? That business, which means being about God's business, being about your purpose, you know what I'm saying? Doing what God called you to do. So real business music, BUZINESS music on IG and on Facebook. You can go follow us there. Follow Real Business Apparel if you want to get some merch. We got a clothing brand, dope clothes. Also shout out to the makers of the shirt that I got on. Shout out to Miss Kimmery Toby, the event that I was at earlier today, and shout out to Queen Jennifer Galencia. I was at a Push for Love event where I'm also a poet. So I did poetry earlier today. So shout out to Push for Love. You could go also look this up, go Google it, buy some of their merch. It's dope, it's fire. I got on that camouflage green, my favorite color. You dig? And just go follow me on all music platforms, man. YouTube, Tone Butta, Real Business. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get to see TV shows, radio shows, my testimony, all types of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay linked in, stay tapped in. It's real. It's very real. You hear me? In the right way.
Sounds good. Yeah, I got a little I was trying to start a show that was called Testimony,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about people coming on. The first person I used was Quentin Storm, and it talks about, your bad parts and then the good parts, the
Right.
transition from what you were doing before and then what you're doing now. So
Right.
triumphs and, tribulations, and then,
Mm-hmm.
your after party. And yeah, I really want to like go on with that. So maybe I can get you on the show, you know what I'm
Let's
saying? And
do it.
add your
Let's do
testimony
it.
since you have a testimony, because,
Let's do it.
yeah, I think that
Let's
would be
do it.
really creative for people. So yeah, if you got a testimony out there, definitely hit me up.
Yeah.
You know your calling. Hit me up and let's talk about it and we'll get that show started. Um,
Yeah.
I love it. Like I said, we got this next song coming up. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about the next song coming up? It's called was it War? Called to um God, I just forgot it. Call to say again. Call to duty.
Called
Call
to
to duty.
duty. You
Call
hear
to
me?
duty. I had it
Yeah.
on the brain, and I was like, yeah, I finally got it remembered. and
It's all good. I
then I was
got you
like,
back.
wait a minute. Uh-oh. What's the last one? Tell us about this track. Like, how did you come up with it? What happened? Like, where did it come from?
So this track came from based on me just being a soldier for the Lord's army. You know what I'm saying? Called to duty. If you're a gamer, then you know what Call of Duty is. It's an army
Mm-hmm.
game. That's very popular. But I did this
Yeah.
song called War. I wrote it back in like 2015 or something like that, 2014 or 15. And it's basically about spiritual warfare, but in the physical. You know what I'm saying? So as you watch the music video, you will see spiritual warfare happening in the physical, where you see a guy trying to kill other guys, and eventually they are presented with a choice to either choose God's way or choose your own way. You can go chase money, you can go live life on your terms, or you can choose God's way. But if you choose God's way, God got your back. If you choose your way, where you want to go chase money and do what you do, the
You're
devil on your trail.
unprotected.
He's gonna try to take you out. And at the end of the video, you're gonna
Yep.
see a scene that really, that's actually a true story. When I was 8 years old, I had a best friend. Shout out to the family. I had a best friend named Dennis Ashton Jr., and we call him Lil Puff. He was killed. He was shot in the head at 8 years old here in Washington, D.C.,
Oh my
in an
gosh.
unfortunate incident, you know what I mean, when he was with a family member, his father. Some guys came trying to kill his father and end up killing him
Mm.
accidentally, but you know,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
still ended up dying in the midst of it. So I show that
Mm.
scene that in spiritual warfare, how sometimes other casualties other casualties end
Mm-hmm.
up taking the fall because of
Mm-hmm.
your negligence to do the right thing. So, I
Yep.
try to just paint this picture, this real picture, but mostly everything you see is true story in this video. And I'm just trying to minister to people about the warfare that we really living in, and
Mm.
showing people how I'm really a soldier for the Lord. Like, I'm really out here fighting for my
Mm-hmm.
people. You know what I'm saying? Fighting to do the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
trying to be a light for God. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a war out here in these streets. Really,
It is when Ascension
really.
calls you, when God calls you to do what you're supposed to do, and you don't come and you want to, go back the other way. I have told somebody in the last couple of years, I've been telling them, I'm like, yo, you're going through the dark night of the soul. You're in ascension. You cannot tell God that you're not going to conform,
Yeah,
because if you try to evade it, he's going to whip your ass some
yeah.
fierce.
And
And then
that's
you're
the
going to
real.
create Pandora's box where you open it and you cannot close it.
Yeah, that's for
And
real. This the
that's
real
where they're
thing.
at.
This is real as it get. Where God is not really trying to punish you. We punish ourselves. God's trying to save you. You know what I'm saying? We punish ourselves when we don't listen. If I tell you don't go that way because it's trouble that way, and you go that way and something happened to you, you can't get mad at me and
It's
say
not
it's
God
my
punishing
fault.
you. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got to
It's
take
you
that on
punishing yourself because you
accountability.
didn't listen. Yep.
Exactly. And that's
That's
what
what we
we
trying to
doing.
tell them. And,
You know what I'm
and it's
saying?
funny because they do think that it's God punishing them. And to an
Right.
aspect, it's like, he gives you a choice. He gives us a choice
Right.
to be able to, go on this path or this path. You walk
Right.
down this road or this road. And a lot of
Right.
people will choose that road and they'll be like I've had somebody because I told them this, and now they point the finger back and they're like, you did something to me. And I'm like, just
Right.
because I wear a witch around my neck don't mean I've done something to you. You've done something to yourself.
Right.
I just
Right.
knew what you were doing and I tried to stop you. I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. That don't make that I'm doing something or anything to you, because I haven't. You've made your own karma. I
That's true.
told you that
That's true.
this was not the path you were supposed to go. I told you that you were supposed to cut off your bad connections. I told you
Mhm.
that money and fame and all this was, it sounds good, but there's
Right.
always a price to pay. I
Yeah.
told you
Yeah.
when you were straddling the fence that you had to make a choice on what side you were going to be on, because straddling the fence was not where it was at.
I agree.
And they
I
made
agree.
their
I
choice to
agree.
keep doing what they do. So,
Mhm.
spiritual warfare, people, if you don't understand, it's not just, I mean, yeah, you may have people coming after you or being a problem, but they're only being a problem because you've given them the access to do it.
Right. Our own decisions do more damage to us than anything. Like
And
they say,
yeah.
most often my worst enemy is the inner me.
Mhm.
Is me. It's the decisions and the choices that I'm making. You know what I'm saying? Granted, sometimes people get dealt cards that they didn't ask for, but oftentimes it's the decisions you making that's causing the most damage to yourself. And you can't get mad at God because he's sending the life raft out there to trying to save you by giving you his word, telling you what not to do. Like you said, don't do this. Stay away from these people. Don't go here. Don't smoke that. Don't, you know what I mean? But when you want to listen and do life on your terms, then you got to understand consequences. You got to understand repercussions. You
They
got to
don't.
understand you reap what you sow. You did? Real
Yep.
business.
Yeah, I gotta take accountability for your actions, most definitely, because we're not living your life. But
Right.
anyways, let's go ahead and get into this song. Go ahead and introduce your track. I'm gonna try not to hit that bad boy so damn quick this time. Boss gonna be like, "What happened to 91.3 the plug in HHQ TV? Miss music before you hit that damn play button." My bad, boss. I'll get it right this time, hopefully.
We gonna get it right. Right now on 91.3, the plug. You about to listen to an exclusive by the Real Tone Butter. War called to duty. You hear me? Get your life right
Let's
with God. You hear me?
let's get right. That's right. Get right or get left.
You
Peace.
hear me?
The music shot with Miss Music 91.3, the plug at HHQ TV. Let's get it.
Hold up, bro. Check the bag and make sure you got all the money in there.
Yeah, bro, I got all the money.
Alright, cool.
But I don't think we should have did this, bro.
Bro, it's already done. We can't go back. We gotta get out of here, though.
What we gonna do? Come on.
Real business. Tone butter. It's a war out here, man. Better put your arm on, boy. It's a world in these streets, man. It's everybody for itself. You better make sure you eat, man. Sometimes at night I just can't sleep, man. From the womb to the grave, I guess that's just how it be. It's a world in these streets, man. It's everybody for itself. You better make sure you eat, man. In my city, it ain't sweet, man. Cause these youngins got these heats and they quick to put you to sleep, man. Trying to get down on my knees and pray, begging the Lord to take all of my troubles away. It's hard times for a young brother out in these streets. Can't trust your right hand, joker playing for keeps. Man, I can't even rest. Life done got me depressed. Smoking weed to ease my mind and get the stress off my chest. Man, the devil on my back, so I'm constantly lurking. No job, no skill, so I'm constantly serving. Keep my back against the wall, let my eyes wide open. Case a nigga try to plot and leave my chest wide open. I ain't local, I know how the game go. Cause ain't nothing changed except the players and the names, mo.
Get in, get in.
Man, who is he?
That ain't what matter right now, champ. Do you want to live or do you want to die?
I don't know about you, bro, but I'm trying to live.
Are you saved?
I will be if we get up out of here.
That's not what I asked you. Are you saved?
I mean, at this point, I don't even know.
Don't wait until it's too late to find out. Now you got one choice. And that choice is, you follow me and God help us and lead y'all up out of this situation. Or you go about your own business and you won't make it out of here alive. Now I asked you again, do you want to live or do you want to die?
I'm trying to live.
Follow me.
Man, I hate to criticize, but our young soldiers hypnotized on a path for destruction, blind to be victimized. The Lord said be watchful, observe with the open eyes. Do not be deceived in these times, have a sober mind. Enemy working overtime, but y'all ain't feeling me. Your weapons kinda weak, you need some bigger artillery. You need some true soldiers, well, I'm the epitome. Time is at hand, I just had an epiphany, you feeling me? Cause it's a world in these streets, man. It's everybody for itself. You better make sure you eat, man. In my city, it ain't sweet, man. Cause these youngins got these heats and they quick to put you to sleep. Bam! It's a world in these streets, man. It's everybody for itself. You better make sure you eat, man. Sometimes at night I just can't sleep, man. From the womb to the grave, I guess that's just how it be. It's a world in these streets.
Even though y'all got out that jam, you know it ain't over, right? Your enemy's still on your trail, and he's still gonna be after y'all. So you might escape that situation, but death's still knocking at your door. So right now, you have the chance to accept the Lord in your life. I know you was wondering who I am. I was sent by God as a messenger to let y'all know to choose life, because death is crouching at your door. So you can choose to accept the Lord in your life right now and get the protection that you need, or you can continue to live life on your own terms, and your enemy will swallow you up. So I ask you right now, choose this day whom you will serve. That money or the Lord?
Man, we good, man, we good.
You coming? I'm good. You stay right here.
For itself, you better make sure you eat, man. Sometimes at night I just can't sleep, man. From the womb to the grave, I guess that's just how it be. It's a world in these streets, man. It's everybody for itself. You better make sure you eat, man. In my city, it ain't sweet, man. Cause these youngins got these heats and they quick to put you to sleep. Bam!
That's what I'm talking about. 91.3 the plug in HHQ TV too.
You hear me?
They don't understand it's a fight between good and evil right now,
Come on,
and
talk about it.
it's only gonna get worse. I mean, y'all, Revelations, go to your Bible, stop listening to all
Talk
these
about it.
videos and YouTube videos out here talking about, oh, Anunnaki, and they're not here for a reason,
Right,
and we have to learn to evolve. And sometimes, as we're evolving and going on this growth, so is our earth. Not just us, but our earth is changing, you
right. That's
know?
real.
So, yeah, so we all have to evolve with it. And sometimes, it's good to know about your past and where you come from, but it's also supposed to advance you forward, not keep you
Right,
stuck in the past. And a lot of
right,
spiritual warfare is trying to keep you locked in the past. And the knowledge is the fact of knowing that you have free will. You can make a difference or you cannot make a difference, but just know that, like his video, things are gonna, it could be losing your job, ending up homeless. It could be you're homeless and you lose your sanity. Like,
right,
it's a spiritual warfare, not just with people, but within yourself.
right,
So
right,
if you're not connecting with other people who have the gift of knowledge that can help reinforce y'all to have different perceptions and different ideas, and just, being able to change the programming,
right. That's real.
reprogram yourself. Like, I love the fact that even though I'm doing this show, my last show
Mm,
had so much to do with proving and giving me confirmation of the things that I was going through by the people that I was interviewing and their stories that they had. It was like God was just, saying, "Hey, Miss Music, like this is coexisting to your life, and I'm putting these people in your past so that you can be able to talk about this stuff with them." Because I wanted to
right,
do that. And when
right,
I went to go to leave that show, I was really kind of upset because I was like, damn, I'm leaving this show where I'm carrying all this knowledge for people,
mm,
for them to take into their lives, who's going to help them progress, even the artists that we're interviewing. And yet I'm going on to my own show to do my own show, but I didn't want to lose that. So
right,
I was thinking to myself, well, how can I keep that going or manifest it on my show, the same way that it was manifesting over at the other show. So I decided just to work with the people that have been following me. And it was crazy because each person I bring up,
mm,
even if some of them are a little bit on the lower level,
mm,
they become inspirations where the people that have knowledge become the opening flowers that spread seeds. So
right,
I love it because we can have fresh people, you know what I mean? Younger people who can still give us knowledge. And then we
right.
have the older people who are more experienced. And it's always good to bring the youth in because the youth they've
Yeah,
only been programmed for so long. They're
yeah,
still
right,
wild and free. So
right.
it's nice to be able to
Still
bring
learning.
them on. Yeah, it's nice
Right,
to be able to bring them on because we can remember how we were at that age,
right,
and then know that these kids are smarter than even we were back at that age. Like, it took us to get in like their 30s and 40s sometimes at this age, in 50s and 60s, to realize like what the hell life is about. And yet we got little kids, they're so advanced that it's crazy. I sit here and I see some of the influencers that are on YouTube that
mhm,
they don't have a lot of views, but oh my God, it's like, how old is this little girl saying this stuff, over here? And she's got some
right,
serious knowledge.
right,
Like, I'm learning in my age now. Like, I've been through spirituality and stuff like that, but I've been through different levels of spirituality. And the level that I'm at now, it's crazy because I see these really young kids already
mhm,
have this information, and I'm just sitting here like flabbergasted. It's like, how these little kids got this information before I did. Why it took me so damn long to get this information? That's it. I'm giving it to my children. I don't care what age my children are. I'm
right,
giving it to my children. I got 11 and 15. So I'm giving it
mhm,
to my children because I'm like, man, if I would have known this shit years ago, I would have been
right,
so many places different. But then again, you really can't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Which a lot of people do look at it that way. But I had to look at the fact that each one of our paths are different, and each one of our journeys are different,
That's
and
true.
our journey's different. So you can't,
That's true.
yes, you can look back and be like, damn, if I had this knowledge, I'd be similar. But it
Hmm.
was not meant for you to have that knowledge at
Right.
that time, and that's just what it is. And
Because I'm gonna
be
I'm gonna say this. I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
say this. being exposed to too much too soon can also do more damage than it can do good. So a lot of these youngins now, they do have a lot of access and a lot of knowledge about a lot of things now than we might had then, but they also are missing the wisdom to know what to do with it. You know what I mean? They miss they don't have the wisdom and the discipline and the self-control, which is why a lot of them are doing things that don't make sense or that is damaging to them. Like you see certain TikTok, they know how to use TikTok and stuff like that, but then you see them on TikTok doing stupid stuff for views. So it's like at the same time, I thank God for not allowing me, even though I was exposed to a lot, but I thank God for keeping me and that He didn't allow me to lose my life or do something that will permanently damage me unto the day. Like, just imagine if some of the stupid stuff we did back then was still on the internet right now. You see what I'm saying? So
Thank
you
God
gotta
they did
think
not
about
have
stuff
cameras
like that.
back in those days. Cause boy, let me
Exactly.
tell you something, yo. Yeah, we would have.
Exactly. You see what I'm
We probably
saying?
would have been in. I know. Yeah, I know a lot of people that if
Be
there
in
were
some big
cameras.
trouble right now, Miss Music.
Yo, you ain't lying. They used to wild out. But
Yeah.
a lot of these kids too, though, that
Yeah.
don't have they have the knowledge to be able to interact in, like you said, the TikTok or whatever, but they don't have a direction.
Right.
I think a lot of those kids have found a way to be able to manifest, but like you said, they're still hurt and unhealed from what they've been through, so that's why they're projecting what they're projecting.
Right.
So a lot of these kids out here, if they could just learn that things didn't happen to them but happened for them, and a lot of things that probably happened to them is all because of what they just so that they decided to do.
Right.
Like, take accountability. They might be able to find different ways to make their social media pop and doing what they do,
Right.
but
But I
like
do agree.
us.
But I do agree with you
Mhm.
that the kids today, a lot of the youth today, are very advanced. You are absolutely correct about a lot of them are making.
Mhm.
You got a lot of young kids making six figures off of YouTube, and you be looking like, man, I wish I
Right.
could have did that. You know what I mean? But I do commend a lot of them for But we in a
Yeah.
different time now, so who
Mhm.
knows what would have happened if we had access to certain things then. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But we in a different time, and I do commend a lot of the youth for a lot of accomplishments that they do achieve in this day and age. But I think that often that sometimes too much exposure for a child sometimes can do much more damage than it can do good for them. You know what I mean? Even
Mhm.
when it look good, it ain't good. You know what I mean? It ain't good for their mental. It ain't good for them emotionally. It ain't good for them spiritually. You know what I mean? But they have access to all these different things. When a child can get on IG or Twitter and they got access to they see anything. You know what I mean? So that's really
Mhm.
dangerous. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's two ways you can go. You can look at it really. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Kind of like the movies back in the days.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, we
Exactly.
have gotten down to our time. I want to thank you so much for coming on to the music
Oh, I
shop
thank you. I
with
thank you,
Miss
Miss
Music.
Music.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tom Butta. You want to go ahead and feed them your social media links? I'm trying to keep it under a certain time. That way I can upload y'all's videos to Twitter
Most
and
definitely.
Instagram, especially Instagram. So go
Right.
ahead. Go
Can I
ahead and
say
give
one
your
more thing
links.
about the
Yeah, go
war
ahead.
video?
Go ahead.
So the war video, I also wanted to imply this. Certain things that I said in is deeper than what people just saw. I also wanted to give a shout out to because we know that it's a lot of killing and stuff going on all over the world right now. And
Mhm.
down here in Washington D.C. in the DMV area, the epidemic for a lot of young youths dying and a lot of young youths being incarcerated for murder is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to embody that so when you hear me say these youngins got these heats and they quick to put you to sleep, I'm trying to embody that. I'm basically just trying to be a reporter for my environment. You see what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
also, I want to give a shout out to an organization down here because you do have a lot of organizations that's in the community doing what they supposed to do in that area. That's really out here embracing these kids, uplifting them, and trying to get them out of that lifestyle and really save their life. So I want to give a shout out to Miss Hardy and Guns Down Friday organization down here in DC. Tap in with her if you got a movement in any other city or somewhere else and you want to connect with somebody or people who out here really going into the community making an impact. She on you can go on IG to Guns Down Friday. Shout out to also another organization, saving our youth. You can also hit them up on IG as well. They are two organizations that I focus on a lot that's really out here in the community doing what they supposed to do. So if you listen to me in that song, when I'm saying it's a war out in these streets, man, it's everybody for theyself. What I'm saying by that is everybody out here for theyself, meaning you got to have your own personal relationship with God. You got to have your own personal relationship with God. You can't be so dependent on other people because bad company can corrupt good morals. You got to have your own relationship with God that's going to really help you get out. Because I know that's what happened for me. You know what I mean? And I said, it's a war out in these streets, everybody for themselves. You better make sure you eat. When I say eat, what I really meant was we consider the word of God the bread of life. So I wanted to just, touch in and give people understanding what I'm saying is everybody for itself. You better make sure you eat. You better make sure that you get God's word up inside of you. You better get wisdom. You better get the wisdom of God up in your mind, in your heart somewhere, because that's going to lead you in the right direction. You dig what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch bases and explain and, go into depth a little bit so people can have an understanding the next time they watch it, actually where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I'm gonna shout out my social media again. Shout out to the whole DMV. Shout out to people who out here making a change, turning their dreams into reality from the DMV to Las Vegas. Tone Butter, the real Tone Butter on IG, ToneButta. You could also follow me on all music streaming platforms. Also, I didn't say I'm an actor as well. So I am a notable actor. You can go on my IMDb page, Antonio Joseph Smith, or you can type in Tone Butter, look up all of my whole filmography. I got like 10, 11 films under my belt. Actually, shout out to my brother Morris D. Small. He's a film director down here in the DMV. Shout out to all the film directors and everybody in the music industry and the film industry down here that's doing their thing. Because we didn't have a platform like this back then in the DMV, but a lot of people are out here doing their thing. A lot of people out here doing their thing for God. You know what I'm saying? Walking into their calling. I'm on a movie you could watch it for free on Tubi. It's called Detective MJ, Our Nation's Capital. And my song is featured in this movie that is filmed and produced by Morris D. Small, a film director and actor that's from here, from the DMV, from the Washington, D.C. area. So if y'all want to see me do my little acting thing, go on Tubi. You can watch it's on Amazon Prime too and some other streaming platforms, but you can watch it for free on Tubi right now. You can see Tone Butter in there doing this little acting thing, you know what I'm saying? Doing me. You dig? You could go and hear me perform my song in the movie as well. My name Rapper T in the movie. I'm a wanted murder suspect. I ain't gonna tell y'all no more. Go to Tubi right now. Detective MJ, Our Nation's Capital. Check that joint out. Yeah, you can check me out on all music streaming platforms. If you want to hear more from me, just go to Tone Butter, man. Go to your search bar, put in ToneButta. Check me out, man. Hit me up. I breaks bread. I show love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hit me up. Tap in with me. Real business.
We're definitely
How we
gonna check
rock.
in with you in a few months to see what you got going on. I
Definitely
just want
do
to
that.
say thank you for coming on to the music shop with Miss Music and
Thank
91.3
you
The
for
Plug in
having me.
HHQ TV too. Y'all, thanks for watching. But I know Tom Buddy, he got things to do. It is like Saturday night, so I know he got things to do. I got things to do.
Yeah, I gotta call my
Yeah.
wife.
There you go. Got to call the queen. So
Yeah.
everybody, I just want to say good night, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3, the plug in HHQ TV2.
Real
Bye, y'all.
business.
Good night.